Thank you. And I believe at this point, well, welcome. I believe at this point we're going to talk about innovation that's happening inside the city of Peachtree Corners, along with Sprint. And I'd like to bring to the forefront Stephen.
Welcome, Steve.
Great. Yeah, turn it on. So Stephen is the Senior IoT Client Director at Sprint. And very interestingly, we have an autonomous vehicle test track that's being sponsored by Sprint in conjunction with the city of Peachtree Corners. So Stephen, would you tell the audience a little bit about the project and where we stand today?
If nothing else, when you come back to the meeting in September, what I'm going to inform you is it's going to look a lot different than that it does today. So don't be alarmed when you come back in September. So you're currently sitting inside a 500-acre project that's called Curiosity Lab at Peachtree Corners. So if you came in today, for example, where it says Tech Park, all those signs will be changed and taken down, and there'll be a lot of interesting things here. But what we are doing here in conjunction with the city of Peachtree Corners, I spent well over 12 months working with the city to develop this project with them, and certainly the focus is around 5G. So 5G is a big buzzword in marketing and in the news today, but really the vision that I had when we started working with the city was we want to take all the things that you see in the media or things you might see in a PowerPoint here, and we want to make them real, right? We don't want them to be the future. We want them to be today. So you're currently sitting in an area that has 5G coverage from Sprint today, and we'll start working first on what is known as the autonomous vehicle track, but there'll be a lot of other things here. So what the city decided to do is tackle some of their transportation issues, really try to bring innovation back to this park. And part of that is going to be a track. So the main road that you came in today, you'll notice there's a lot of construction, right? So there's going to be 2 lanes in the middle that you and I will drive on, and there'll be 2 lanes on the outside that autonomous vehicles will drive on. So there's 11 or 12 intersections from parking lots just like here where you have to cross the track, right? So there's a lot of information that will be collected from the infrastructure, right? We're going to be collecting data from students walking at the 2 high schools, right? So pedestrian traffic, car traffic. And the whole idea behind this is, from an autonomous vehicle standpoint, we want people to be able to come here and test and have a safe environment, but have a lot of data behind it, right? So let them know when the busiest day or the busiest time of day is, right? If they want to graduate from a very quiet time to a very busy time, right? But it's not going to be just the road that you're going to see here. So there'll be drones delivering packages on the sidewalks, right? There'll be aerial drones. We're 17 miles from PDK, so we can do some stuff here in the air. But the idea is we want people to come innovate here. It's not going to be a fancy place where you come and see technologies that are already built. The idea is to come here and to build on 5G. So even companies today that have been building solutions for 15, 20 years, they may not be in an area that has 5G, but they can come here, right? So the vision is they can come here, fly into Atlanta. They can stay at the Marriott, which you may have passed on your way in. You can hop in an autonomous vehicle shuttle. You can drive down to the incubator here in town if you're out from out of town, Prototype Prime down the street. There's a hardware lab in that building, so if you're building something, there's 3D printers, there's tools, there's things that you can actually work on here. And there's a network that we're going to provide here that you can test and build new things on. So.
Yeah, and I see an anxious audience. They want to ask you questions. So how do women drive innovation, and how do they participate in this?
Well, certainly anyone can participate. First of all, Betsy Plattenberg, who couldn't be here today, she works inside the park here for Prototype Prime. Right, she's the leader of really the incubator down the street, and certainly we're working with Robin and others here in Atlanta Tech Park. But it's an open test bed, right? And there's lakes here. We're open to testing whatever, right? There's trails. You can test trail cameras, whatever you want to. But there'll be very formal programs that you can come in here and test not only LTE, but 5G. So in that program, there may be formal programs such as cohorts that are being run at certain times. But in the program that we're going to help run, people can bring any technology in. We'll work with them, give them free access to the network, help them build, understand module level, everything that they need to build to get on the networks, and then help them grow their products just like we do all our IoT customers.
So am I able to bring my great idea, or do I need an actual product?
Both, because we fully believe there's going to be people that are in data analytics, people that are building software applications that are built for autonomous vehicles and other technologies too. So it's built for innovation, right? And we want people to bring ideas here. We've done a lot of testing already. We've done some Class 8 trucks pulling trailers that were being driven from a truck driver remotely in California, right? So we've tested a lot of stuff. Most of the public stuff will come out in the next couple months.
And women, since we're the better drivers, right? We definitely need input in terms of what the future holds from an autonomous vehicle perspective. I think a lot of the supporting elements for autonomous, not just vehicles, but the connectivity to the highway, to the surrounding hotels, et cetera, all of that needs innovation to support this particular effort. So if you got an idea, how do they reach you?
I'll be happy to meet you afterwards. I'll give you a business card. We've got an entire team here that's working locally here in the park that will be manning this full time once we open, essentially alongside Smart City Expo, which is happening downtown in September. But today we're already doing some pre-testing today, so you can get on our core IoT network today, you can get on our core 5G IoT network today and start building things. But if it's an autonomous vehicle, you probably need to wait till we're done with the road, and the city's working very hard to get a lot of things finished.
Great. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
Good.